Jessalyn Kane and welcome to my video. Today I'm going to be using a full face of only Tarte products with the exception of a brow product because I don't have one by Tarte, but the rest of it, it's Tarte. And it's also going to be kind of a get to know me, you know, while I do my makeup kind of thing. So I hope you enjoy it. If you do, make sure you give it a thumbs up and you subscribe to my channel. It may get a little emotional. There are some things that I wasn't going to talk about on YouTube, but I feel like it'll help you better understand me. If I kind of seem down sometimes or something like that, you'll understand that it's just going to happen with me. And let's jump on in. I have been using the Timeless Smoothing Primer from Tarte, so I'm going to switch it up a little bit and use the Poreless Mattifying Primer. And really cute packaging. Of course, it's Tarte. I am 27 years old. Until next month, then I'll be 28. I have two beautiful daughters. One is 6 years old and one is 7 months old. Alright, for foundation, I'm going in with the Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation in Fairly Light Neutral. Anyways, I'm using my Bamboo Airbrush Finish Foundation brush, and I'm just going to put some of that on my back of my hand. And I am married. I have a wonderful husband. We've been married for a little over 4 months, and I literally could not do life without him. And it's not one of those, oh, I'm obsessed with him, blah, blah, blah. Like, I literally could not do life without him. He is my best friend, my rock, my support. He is here for me through everything, and with things that I've been through, there's probably nobody else in this world that can handle, well, not necessarily handle me, but handle the situation. He is my second husband, my first husband, my first true love. We got married when I was 3 months pregnant. He loved, loved, loved being a stepfather to my oldest daughter. He had periodic limb movement, and so he never fully rested at night, so he was always falling asleep. And one night he went and had a sleep test done. On the night before he left, I had been in the hospital because I was in a lot of pain and having contractions, and they gave me a Demerol shot, you know, and I went home, and I mean, I was out of it. I was so tired, so tired. So I didn't set an alarm, you know, to call him that morning or anything, because he left from the sleep study and was going straight to work. His boss had called my mom, and I got woken up from my mom, by my mom getting me up and my daughter ready, because my husband had been in an accident, and at the time we didn't know what kind of accident, if it was serious. For all we know, he jammed his finger. We didn't know. I'm going in with the Shape Tape Tarte in Fair Neutral, and I'm starting to shake, so sorry. I'm going to use this to highlight and prime my lids. So after being in the emergency room for about 2-3 hours, we finally got the news. We finally got brought to the back. We were told that he was in an accident. He had fallen asleep meeting me. He had gotten into church, and he had given his life to God about 2.5 weeks before this. So I'm happy to know that he's here with me. The night before, when I was in the hospital, he got to hear his daughter's heartbeat one last time. There's some things that I haven't really talked about that a lot of people don't know. But he was having to go to the doctor a lot. He was having blood work done because they found something they didn't like, and then they were trying to narrow it down to something else. They ran tests, checked for lupus, and I don't remember what all. He was scared it was cancer, because it runs really bad in his family, and he was getting really sick all the time, falling out. It was nothing for him to text me that he just threw up again. So I feel like, you know, God didn't want him to suffer, you know, and I try to have peace in that. He was one of a kind. But we, before we met in July 2016, I had my appendix taken out, and I could not sleep. Oh, I couldn't sleep afterwards. So I started watching Laura Lee on YouTube, and I literally stayed up like a week, all week, just watching her videos, taking cat naps here and there. Oh, I'm sorry guys. I'm going in with the Tarte, sorry. I'm going in with the Tarte Smooth Operator Amazonian Clay Finishing Powder. And this is what the lid looks like. Anyways, and I'm just going to use that to set my whole face. When I first started watching YouTube, and, you know, spent a lot of time watching her and Casey Holmes and just a lot of others, and I had went to beauty school, cosmetology school in 2014. I loved it. I honestly loved it. You know, I studied hard. You know, I loved it. I loved learning new things. But 17 days before I graduated, well, I had to drop out. My daughter, I was a single mom at the time, and my oldest had started pre-K, and it was very expensive. But it was the, you know, the best one in town, and all her little cousins went there, or actually technically big cousins went there, and so I dropped out of cosmetology school so I could keep her in this daycare, or in this pre-K. And for bronzer, I'm going in with the Park Avenue Princess. You know, doing makeup and stuff is something that I've been, you know, working on for a really long time, and I started my makeup collection, really started it in 2016. And you can ask my husband, like, oh, this is my makeup room, and I'll come in here and do my makeup just to turn around, take it off, and do it again. So doing makeup is something that, you know, I'm very passionate about. It's not something that just, you know, a month ago decided, oh, I love makeup. No, I love makeup. I love doing it. I love making people feel better about themselves. I love that it's literally an art on your face. To contour, I'm going in with the Tarte Pro Glow palette. And I'm going in with this shade down here, Sculpt. My late husband, when I was pregnant, I had placenta previa. So if I was home, he made sure that I could just, you know, lay my feet up and relax. He took amazing care of me, and amazing care of my 6-year-old. You know, being a stepdad to her was the closest he got, you know, to actually getting to experience being a dad. And I think that's awesome, because, you know, that was her best friend. He always, you know, knew my love for makeup, and he would always say, you should go on YouTube, you should go on YouTube. And I kept saying, no, I'm just some small town girl, literally, and nobody's gonna watch me. And I never believed in myself, but he did. And I promised him that after I had the baby and I lost some baby weight, that I would give it a shot for him. So that's why I'm finally doing this. And I'm doing Tarte because for our first Christmas, actually our only Christmas, he didn't know what to buy me, so I said, just buy me some makeup. So he went and bought me just a bunch of Tarte products, a bunch. So that's why Tarte's my favorite. Oh, and to contour, I went in with my Morphe M530 brush. And for the bronzer, I went in with my Morphe 142 brush, M142 brush. I'm sorry, all my emotions are all over the place with this video, so sorry if I'm scatterbrained during it. I hope y'all can understand and just bear with me. For blush, I'm going in with the Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in Concept. And I'm using my Morphe E53 brush. After the accident, like, our last name was like the only family in this town with that last name. So, you know, if I said my last name, everybody kind of knew who I was. Such a small town, everybody knew about the accident. And there was so many people in the community that helped and was there for me and my daughters. And it was amazing to see all the people that really cared, you know. That was really cool. Alright, to highlight, I'm going back in with the Tarte's Pro Glow palette, and I'm going in with Strobe. It was getting just where I was crying myself to sleep every night. Out of nowhere, one of my really good friends' messaged me, and he didn't put my last name together with what had happened. and he had asked, he had said that, you know, he felt God telling him that, you know, to pray for me. So he asked if there was anything he could pray for me about. And I was actually laying in the floor crying at the time, begging God to do something to help me get, you know, to make things more bearable, so, you know, I could be stronger for my girls. And, you know, here's somebody message me that, you know, doesn't know me, doesn't know my story, and wants to pray for me. And come to find out, he's actually lived down the road from me. His mom used to work for my aunt, so I'd been around him as a kid, but he's younger than me, so we'd never talked, you know, as kids. I mean, he used to live behind my aunt. He was always right there, but we had never met, so I thought that was really cool. And now we're married and inseparable. For eyeshadow, I'm going in with the Tarte in Bloom, and this was the first product I ever bought from Tarte. I'm going in with a Morphe M441 brush, and I'm going in with Flower Child. He has been so patient, you know. He loves my daughters, and I'm so thankful that my youngest one will have a father here on earth to look up to, that loves her, but tells her all the time how much her daddy loves her. We have pictures of him throughout the house, and he'll take her around and, you know, point and say, there's daddy and he loves you. And my late husband's family loves him. My late husband's mother, I don't call her mother-in-law, I call her mama. That's mama. And she, you know, he calls her mama too. They love him. And now I'm going in with Sweetheart, which is that shade right there. And I'm putting that in my crease as well. Very lightly. Because of everything, and because a lot of things I went through as a child, I have fibromyalgia now. And I hurt all the time. I'm always tired. I always get these headaches. There's times that I can't even move my neck. It hurts so bad. And my husband, he takes such good care of me. He's so patient. You know, he works so hard. Some days, you know, he works late or works through lunch, but he comes home and he does the dishes or whatever it is that needs to be done that I could not do that day. He's really an amazing man. And he also believes in me and, you know, encouraged me to do this. That we went out and turned the kids' playroom into my makeup room and / office, because I'm also doing photography. Alright, now I'm taking my Morphe M433 brush, and I am going in with Rebel. Oh, and with my late husband, just to clear the air. He had blood work done. Like I said, the doctor saw something that she didn't like, and she was running all kinds of tests. You know, she knew his family history with cancer, and she was running all kinds of tests to try to narrow it down to something else, but everything kept coming back negative. The accident was on a Thursday, and that Friday we were supposed to go find out blood results from the last test she run. And if that came back negative, then she was going to refer us to a specialist in a bigger city. But we never got to find out. It's just one of those things that I don't know if he did, I don't know if he didn't, I don't know. It could have been well, I know, like I said, it wasn't lupus. I forgot what all they tested him for. But anyways, you know, everything was coming back fine on that. And it's one of those things that with cancer, you can't just test for it. Like, you have to know a certain kind. So they couldn't just test for that. Alright, I'm going in with the concealer brush, and I'm taking that Shape Tape and just putting some on there. And putting it on my lid. I'm going about halfway with this. Alright, now I'm going in with the cream shadow brush from Real Her. And I'm going in with Funny Girl. And I'm just putting that on top of that concealer. I'm going to go in with my Morphe M167 brush and pack that on there a little bit better. Now I'm going to go back in with that Morphe M433 brush. I'm not going to add any product, and I'm just going to blend on top of that. Alright, now I'm going in with this brush from BH Cosmetics. It's from an Ashley Tisdale set. And I'm just going in with Funny Girl and adding that to highlight my brow bone. And I'm going back in with that Morphe M433 brush and blending that out up there. Alright, I'm going to do my brows off camera quick and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. For my eyebrows, I went in with the Maybelline Total Temptation in soft brown. For eyeliner on my lower waterline, I'm going in with the Tarte Silk Amazonian Clay eyeliner. For mascara, I'm going in with the Tarte Gifted Amazonian Clay Smart Mascara. And this is actually just a sample size. But I really like it, so I'm sure I'll purchase it whenever I run out of this. Anyways, now that y'all know the emotional things, like I said, stuff that I haven't really shared, but I just felt like I needed to get off my chest and help y'all to better understand why I'm doing this, why this means so much to me. Why sometimes I may seem really down, and it's not that I'm not happy, because I'm very happy. Well, as happy as I can be with, you know, part of my heart gone. So yeah, I'm just a full-time stay-at-home mom. You know, I started this, starting photography, and I'm just going in with the second layer right now, or second coat. Alright, for lipstick, I'm going in with the Tarte Lip Sculptor. I'm going in with Trinket. It came in a set of them. Alright, for setting spray, I'm going in with the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea 4-in-1 Setting Mist. Alright, this is the finished look. After everything, I still believe in true love. I've been able to fight it down. Alright, I hope y'all liked my video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up and you subscribe to my channel. Like I said, the next video I do will be the review and testing the Gourmand Girls products. I'm very excited about that. If there's anything y'all want to know about me, feel free to ask. I'd be happy. I'm an open book. And I hope y'all enjoy. Have a great day.